Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It is, of course, once again time for a shop tour. Here we are, April 24th. Somehow, some way, it is our last Thursday in April. The older you get, the faster the time goes. Trust me, kids, it's the way it is. So, okay, shop tour time. So we've got lots to talk about and lots of stuff to show you. So you guys caught me right in the middle of assembling Mason Workman's engine. So we had a engine problem towards the end of Atlanta. So this motor had a couple years on it, and we actually had ourselves a piston. It was either a piston or a wrist pin failure. So a little bit of a mess, but we're going back together. Everything's looking good. We were able to salvage a bunch of parts, and we were able to not salvage a bunch of parts as well. As you can imagine, when a piston separates from a wrist pin, ugly things can happen. But it is a race motor, and Mason runs a dog ring transmission, and so it's getting its neck wrung 24/7. That's the way it is. So a little bit of an unfortunate failure. However, we had a plan for a rebuild, refresh this season anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but we're looking good. So I'm trying to get this done because Mason's going to be running at Mid-Ohio, and that's only 3 weeks from now. So I need to finish this up, get it shipped to him next week. This will be your guys' last chance to see this engine, because by next week, it's going to be together and gone. So we're looking good there. I did get to working on Joe Carr's engine, got it apart. Actually looked pretty good for as much time as on it. This is his cylinder head, so you can see it's cleaned up. Waiting on some bits and pieces for that, but looking really, really good. So this is the way it is. We're balancing a bunch of projects all the time, staying organized, working on them all at the same time, just chipping away. We did get Rich Grunwald's transmission in this week. So the transmission is in the car. The car runs, everything is perfect. You can see I've got my dummy driver in the seat. Best use for old RX-7 rotary plates around here these days. So I've got my driver in the seat, just getting ready to corner weight and align. I've actually got it corner weighted. Now I just need to get the strings on the car, get it aligned up, because he is also going to be here next week. He is also going to be running at Mid-Ohio in 3 weeks, I believe. So we're actually looking really good. The hard top is off because I had to get into the fuel tank area. The little hose between the fuel pump and the pickup tube had aged out and was actually sucking some air, so we couldn't get good fuel pressure. Got all that fixed. Going to get this under control, and first of the week also I'm going to finish this up. So I've got two very important jobs between Mason's and this car to finish up the first of next week's, but we should be looking good. Now you can see that Ken's car is not on the lift over here because I am just right now in the middle of getting it into the trailer. So we are on our way to Hallett this weekend. Joe will be by, honestly, probably in the next 2 or 3 hours to pick the trailer up. And I've got all the spares in, all the stuff. The car's good. Just need to strap down the back. As you can see, I've got all the stuff in there. When you're rolling on a 20-foot trailer, it's nice because it's a small trailer, but you don't have as much room as a bigger trailer. So you got to stay organized and keep everything in order. So Camaro update this week is basically just me calling and searching for parts. So believe it or not, they actually had bodywork in stock. So the bodywork is on its way. Found a rear end housing that's on its way. The axles are going to be a problem still. And I still need to get into this situation and see what else is causing us some trouble. But some of the harder to find parts I have actually ordered, and they are actually moving along. So I think we're going to be okay. I think Steve was a little concerned that his season might be over, but I think it's just going to be a couple months here before we get everything together and get it all back going again. I also have to get myself motivated to get back to working on this thing after I had it pristine, perfect, and now it's this. So I'll be motivated shortly. Louis Bustani's new car, so Jake Anton's old car, it's up in the air. I've crawled all underneath. Fixed a couple things in the drive shaft bolt area. Giving it a really good check over. Everything's looking really good. So I think this car will probably only be here another week, and he's going to have it shipped down to Florida. So you guys see, I'm assuming he's going to take all this wrap off, but if you guys see this down in Florida here in the next month or two, you'll know where it came from. And of course, the Mazda 2 is still sitting on the ground. One of the things that I had actually forgotten about this. So when I was in Atlanta, they came to me after, I think maybe the first race, and they said, your Flagtronics isn't working. Apparently they've had some trouble with these GPS antennas. You can see I've got mine mounted on the roof here. So I had actually taken a new one that they gave me, and I plugged it in. I had it wrapped up over here on the dash, and I'd forgotten that I hadn't put it back up on top. So I took the old one out, chucked it, got the new one in. We're looking good there. And besides that, it's just hurry up and wait on engine bits and pieces. But here we go. So Hallett Motor Racing Circuit this weekend, and it looks like rain. So what does Danny Steyn always say about racing in the rain? You can't pay someone to wet the track down, so you might as well get out there and learn how to drive in the rain, because it's super important. Some of my best races have been in the rain. Actually won a great national championship in the rain a few years ago in the BMW as well. You can't pay for this kind of experience. Yes, it's higher risk. Yes, it's harder to see. But man, sometimes you just have to be prepared. So, tip of the day. If your rain tires are older than about 2 years old, you need new ones. And why is that? Rain tires are super soft. They're just, you can put your finger in them, you can squeeze on them, you can feel that it's just super, super soft. These have a couple of rain sessions on them, but they're still super soft because they're only from last year. So they're still in good shape. So I'm planning on probably using these at Hallett this weekend. So actually really looking forward to some rain racing this weekend. And at Hallett, the other thing about Hallett is the top speed is so low, and there's no concrete around Hallett at all. So you've got tire piles, you know, and tire walls and all this. If you have a little problem and you end up nudging into a tire wall, it's not going to destroy your car like as if you were at Gateway. So a really good, safe place to go learn how to race in the rain, see what your car will do in the rain, work on your rain setup, because every car is a little bit different for the rain. So, like I said, there's a huge chance of rain this weekend, and I'm good with it. Chuck Mathis has entered. We've got, I think, 7 H production cars, 7 F production cars, and like 6 E production cars, and a whole bunch of B specs. This is going to be a fun weekend. So if you've never been to Hallett, put it on your list. It's a little bull ring, especially when you have a bunch of cars and it's raining. So I think it's going to be so much fun. This is my kind of racing. So I appreciate you guys watching. Next week, we will, of course, have our Hallett in review. And hopefully, we are not in review like we did last week over there. So appreciate you guys watching. I know I'm going to see a bunch of you guys this weekend. I'm actually going to be up in one of the garages, up in the carports, up by with Chris Campbell, who is Matt Reynolds' crew guy. And so Chris is actually bringing Matt's E-Production E-Production Miata out to put a for sale sign on it, and he's got some Miata bits and pieces if you guys are looking for stuff. I know they've got diffs from Spec Miata stuff and all sorts of different bits and pieces they'll be selling. So I'm going to be up on the top in the paved area. I've never done that before, so kind of looking forward to that, especially since it's going to be raining. So I'm not going to get to test my new canopy setup, but this is better anyway. I'll see you guys this weekend, and I'll see the rest of you next week. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Take care.